The introduction of highly automated vehicles will have wide-ranging and significant effects, and it is important that the general public is on board with these changes.
Hello and welcome to About the House. With some level of automation already a feature on many vehicles on the road today, the House Industry, Innovation, Science and Resources Committee have been looking at the social impacts of fully automated vehicles in Australia and have now tabled a report with their findings. So are Australians ready for driverless vehicles? We asked Committee Chair, Ms Michelle Landry MP, and Deputy Chair, Mr Luke Gosling MP.
Look, I think some are and some aren't. There's a lot of inquiries obviously still to go. People have concerns about driverless vehicles, and I think probably one of the things that has stood out is that the worry is about the driverless vehicle being on the road, and then you have the other drivers on the road as well. So it's something that we all certainly would have to get used to. But I think it's very exciting. There's a lot of real positives about driverless vehicles. I think with people with disabilities, older people, even people in capital cities where there's a lot of traffic, that these will eventually be very helpful. But obviously there's still a long way to go before we can see fully automated vehicles on the highway with the rest of the traffic.
Australians love their vehicles. We can't see in the near term people's public vehicles being sort of turfed, sort of self-drive vehicles being turfed for totally driverless vehicles, but there definitely are people out there who are pretty excited by the opportunity to read the paper on the way to work. But as we said, that is some way down the track. It doesn't mean that we can drag our feet on getting ready for this technology, and that's why this inquiry was very important. I think we've produced a really good report that will start to further enhance people's understandings of all the implications of this technology into the future.
The committee looked at both the benefits and concerns of driverless vehicles in Australia.
As Michelle said, the benefits will be in the public transport arena, but also there's great potential for using this technology to increase the mobility of people that for whatever reason haven't got the mobility they once had.
Obviously we have things called kangaroos in Australia, so that's a bit of a safety concern. We've got to work out how to deal with animals, or if something jumps out in front of these vehicles, how it will actually react. The cyber security is something that is extremely important, and I think that will be one of the most important aspects of this, who actually owns that intellectual property.
The introduction of autonomous vehicles will also change the types of transport jobs that exist.
One of the consequences of this technology coming in is that people may have their jobs change. So I guess we need to think about how some of the current drivers may transition to other forms of transport.
Ms Landry outlined some of the recommendations the committee made.
Well, some of the recommendations obviously are about the cyber security, also about how it will impact jobs of the future, but the benefits to the people as well, but also what role government will play in this, and I think that will be important. I think we need to look at legislation that goes right across the board. That would probably be set more at a federal level than each state having different legislation. So there's still a lot to be done with all of this, and we're very excited to see where this report ends up and what the future holds for the driverless vehicles.
Thanks for watching. To read the committee's report, visit aph.gov.au/IISR.